This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary on today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lesson 271 through lesson 280, each of which relates to the Christ as understood in the Course. I'll be repeating this same introduction for each of lessons 271 through 280. So you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and to my further comments are provided in the description below. In the section entitled, What is the Christ?, which precedes these 10 lessons, we are told that Christ, quotes, is the capital S self we share, uniting us with one another and with God as well, end quote. And we are told that, quote, this is the only part of you that has reality in truth. The rest is dreams. Yet will these dreams be given unto Christ to fade before his glory and reveal your holy self, the Christ, to you at last, end quote. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts, which are only contained in this YouTube edition of the book, follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 271, September 28. Christ is the vision I will use today. The first line of the prayer says it all. Quote, Father, Christ's vision is the way to you. End quote. We can endlessly toil in the world, or we can make a radical shift in a new direction, a conversion. You can choose ordinary vision or Christ's vision. The result of the choice is toil and death, or joy and life. It is that simple. The title of today's lesson is Christ is the vision I will use today. The lesson tells us that by using Christ's vision rather than our own, we can, quote, seek the witnesses to what is true in God's creation, end quote. In other words, with Christ's vision, we will be able to see reality. As today's prayer tells us, quote, Father, Christ's vision is the way to you. What he beholds invites your memory to be restored to me. And this I choose to be what I would look upon today, end quote. That is your path to salvation. If you look at the world with the eyes of your ego, that is, with fear and hate in your heart, fear and hate are what you will see. But at any moment, you can wake. At any moment, you can choose to lift your eyes out of your own personal hell, your illusion, to the beautiful reality, the peace of God beyond. As the lesson tells us, Christ is the vision I will use today. See from the perspective of the one self, with the eyes of Christ, rather than the eyes of the body, and you see your path home.